The Tao Te Ching, written by Lao Tzu, translated by Jeff and Stacy Mallinson. Chapter 6. The spirit of the valley is deathless. She is called the mysterious mother. The womb of the mysterious mother is called the source of heaven and earth. It flows endlessly, almost imperceptibly. Tap into this, it never runs dry. This chapter, even though it's short, don't let that fool you, as most chapters of the Tao Te Ching, it is packed full of various layers. But the overall theme of this chapter is creation. I'm going to go through each of the lines just sort of briefly to help kind of unpack this a little bit. The first two lines, the spirit of the valley is deathless. She is called the mysterious mother. The first thing I want to bring up is the idea of a valley. You have usually a low area, which is surrounded by mountains or higher peaks, on either side. And often there's like a path of green, and usually water sort of runs through the valley. Since it's like one of the lowest points, the water obviously naturally flows into the valley. The valley is accepting. The valley is the area where life does seem to come out of. And so it's that spirit of creation. And it is called the mysterious mother. Another way that it could be translated is dark female, perhaps. But the dark aspect of it is just that it can't be seen, that it's this unknown. And so mysterious, we thought, would be sort of a better word to describe it. And then female, it's that yin energy, but this is about creation, and so the idea of mother made sense there. And then the womb, or you could say that sometimes even the gate or the gateway, but the womb, the area of this mysterious mother, is called the source of heaven and earth. And that's all things that are, in the sky above or on the earth below. It's the source of all life, that it all happens, and it comes from that womb of this mysterious mother. And this creation energy, it flows endlessly. It's almost imperceptibly. You can't always put your finger on life, but it happens. We have, the flowers, they spring up in the spring, things die out in the fall, and it all kind of goes over and over again. But you can't totally always put your finger on, it happens over time. It's not, day to day, it's sometimes hard to kind of notice an immediate change. You can't just say, oh yeah, there, I've captured creation, I've captured this growth. And then it says tap into this, and it never runs dry. When you do tap into, or there's creation, and it doesn't dry, it continues forever. And it doesn't mean that things that are created don't die. And it said that again at the top, that the spirit of the valley is deathless. It's that creation constantly continues, and it happens over and over again. And we are sort of invited to tap into this creation spirit. And it does say it's the mysterious mother, but it's not referring to a deity or anything like that. It is just sort of that creation energy, that yin energy. And it's not here about sex or gender. It is about the yin energy, which everybody, whether you're male or female, we all have yin and yang energy in us. And it's that creative energy that we pull from when we are even going to create our lives. I mean, if we are at the very least, co-creators of our existence. And we definitely have a big influence on what our overall life is, what our existence is. We may not always be able to control what other people do to us, but we can be responsible for how we respond to it. And I would say it's that taking responsibility for yourself, it's in your existence, that you are then empowered to, have a piece of tapping into this creative energy. And as you go through life, you are the creator of your career, of what your life looks like, and even actually, sometimes it is a drawing or something artistic, some kind of artistic expression. And what I would invite you to do this week is try to, even if you can't create an entirely beautiful week, try to create a beautiful moment. It might just be going outside and smelling a rose, or going out and seeing a beautiful sunset, or it might be a kind word that you say to somebody, or a smile that you give that brings, this beautiful moment into existence. It is those things that you do create that can continue forever in our memories, in other people's memories, your legacy. Have we mentioned your legacy of love from one of the earlier chapters? Your legacy of love lives on. It is that we can create this beautiful legacy. And so I hope you take the time, sometime this week to at least create this little beautiful moment. And if you happen to be smiling while you're doing it and somebody says, "What are you so happy about?" Well, maybe you can share with them how they can also create their own beautiful moment. And if nothing else, I think that in itself will be beautiful too. Anyway, well, peace upon peace, friends.